Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. You're welcome back again. This is BBI Channel 1 Political Review. I'm Nationality Peters. What you are going to be expecting tonight in our deliberation is the political revolution that will be happening come 2023 general election has been led by the man of the moment, Mr. Peter Obi. Take a look at this. I'll be right back.
Over 1,500 participants from each of the 230 ethnic nationalities drawn from 15 states in northern Nigeria gathered here to be part of the Middle Belt Save Nigeria Conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I announce to you that if the right leader is in place on the plateau is enough to be able to sustain Nigeria.
At the end of the conference, representatives of all the 230 ethnic nationalities from the Middle Belt region, youths and religious leaders with 50 political action groups unanimously endorsed the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, ahead of the 2023 election.
You're welcome back again. This is Political Review on BBI Channel 1. I'm still your host, Nationality Peters. Yes, we are going to be talking about the political revolution that will be happening next year and the chances Mr. Peter Obi had to push this revolution through. We call it Ballot Revolution. So many people before now never believed that political revolution we've been preaching on this platform is ever going to happen. And beyond everyone's imagination, the political class, even people who are not Nigerians, who have given up that this country is off the radar when it comes to good governance. And there will never be a time Nigerian people can come together as a force to retire recycled, corrupt, old political class that have made the life of Nigerian people a living hell. Now, today, it is coming from the north. Those they consider the northern minority, various indigenous ethnic nationalities in the north have gathered together to say they are choosing one man as the man they are going to, stand by. The man they are going to give their support because they believe that their freedom depends on it. The freedom of every indigenous person in Nigeria depends on the political revolution that will happen next year. We call it Ballot Revolution. I know so many people are so, reserved when you talk about revolution as it associates with bloody uprisings and the rest of them. No, what will happen next year is a kind of political or ballot revolution Africa had never seen before, because BBI Channel 1 and other media platforms that are genuinely advocating for the freedom of the oppressed Nigerians have come to reality. What we've been saying have come to reality. And today we are seeing people left, right, and center from all corners joining this ballot revolution. And I am not surprised that the Northerners are waking up. The biggest and the greatest victims of the failed Nigerian system are living in the North. Some people talk about marginalization. Yes. The Southeast, yes. But I can tell you, the living hell in Nigeria is in the North. No one can dispute that. And I'm not surprised that these people are coming up to give Peter Obi all the support he needs. Now I want you to take a look at some of the commentaries that came from this very conference. You need to hear by yourself. And when we come back, You can join us on the conversation through our WhatsApp link or our WhatsApp line, +2348104545533. That is the number right here. You can use that to reach out to us and make your observation or make your opinion known. As we speak, Peter Obi is in the US. He had been around Europe and had gone to US from Canada and meeting various Nigerian people across the world, and they are all united for this purpose. So let us take a look at what, in a jiffy, just about 2 minutes, to hear what these people said and their stand for this revolution. I'll be right back. Don't go away, and don't forget to be sharing this content, be sharing BVI Channel 1 platform, our videos. Let more people come on this platform as we are rebuilding back our community after we lost our other channel that has nearly 200,000 subscribers. We are not giving up. The plus on BVI Channel 1 is an additional commitment by our team to see this through. They could have succeeded to set us back a bit, but it depends on you how you respond by sharing this, our content, sharing our BVI Channel 1 platform. Many people are in the dark thinking that we are off the radar. Keep sharing, keep telling people that BVI Channel 1 is up and running on your WhatsApp. Share it to all your content so that all that have been on our old channel will subscribe on this new channel and stay informed. That is what the corrupt politicians want to deprive you. We are going to take it to them by bringing this community together better and stronger. All right, let us quickly take a look at what they have to say concerning this.
Over 1,500 participants from each of the 230 ethnic nationalities drawn from 15 states in northern Nigeria gathered here to be part of the Middle Belt Save Nigeria Conference, and this time to unite the people of the Middle Belt region to speak with one voice as the 2023 elections draws closer. The national coordinator of Samba, Pamson Dagat, and other speakers here are of the opinion that the problem of the region, however, comes from within, especially the inability of the people of the region to speak with one voice.
We realize that our elders are having a kind of a cross the Niger handshake. And there is what we call the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum. And we thought that at their level, they make proclamations and declarations, but we need to operationalize these declarations. Therefore, the Samba will become the operational or the youthful arm of putting into reality what they declared as our fathers, as our leaders.
When one voice stands to speak for the Middle Belt, we will not all keep quiet and say, that is good. No. We will stand up and identify with the person.
Guest speaker of the event, Prophet Isa El-Buba, admonished the people of the region to brace up and take up their rightful place in the nation, as the long neglect of the potentials of the region has ultimately led to the underdevelopment of the country.
The Middle Belt has been the enemy of herself. And this time around, I'm glad that the Middle Belters are rising up. Ladies and gentlemen, can I announce to you that if the right leader is in place on the plateau is enough to be able to sustain Nigeria.
At the end of the conference, representatives of all the 230 ethnic nationalities from the Middle Belt region, youths and religious leaders with 50 political action groups unanimously endorsed the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, ahead of the 2023 election.
You're welcome back again. We are still on political review. In case you're just joining us now, this is a platform where we give you the opportunity to air your opinion on our live broadcast. This political review, I'll be bringing in a brother, one of us who is also a diehard activist for the freedom of the oppressed people in Nigeria. He is also part of our team right here, Ndubisi and Enugu, as he will be joining me on this very deliberation tonight. Hello, Ndubisi. I know you are there already.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Ndubisi. You can unmute. You can unmute yourself. Hello, Ndubisi. You can unmute yourself. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course, we can. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Chinedu, and good evening, our listeners all over the world.
Now,
let me stand by.
Now, NDBC, no need to stand by. We are getting on because we started a little bit late. Now, tell us, what is your perspective? Before now, people never believed that a revolution can happen in Nigeria. Talking about ballot revolution, the kind Nigerian people or even Africa had never seen before. What is your take on what is happening? Do you think it is going to happen come 2023?
Yeah, I think it's possible. It has started already. Chinedu, can you hear me?
Go ahead, the world can hear you as well.
I said it's not the issue of asking whether it will be possible. It has started happening. The fire has been ignited. Chinedu, just like what we've started over the years, for the past 8 years, we have been on this campaign for people to be part of the electoral process. That the easiest way and the surest way to go is to be part of the political process, for people to bombard, for people to come en masse, for people to take over their political space. Before now, people were thinking that, oh, they will rig it, oh, they will buy vote, people's vote, oh, they will manipulate IDEC. But you know my message has been consistent, and the level of consistency and tenacity have been proved that when people stand up to be counted, nothing can stop it. And nothing stops a moving trade. Nothing stops an ideological struggle. And this time around, everything worked together. What I mean by everything worked together, the APC government in power and the PDP, who is the opposition party, the major opposition party, have assisted the people to stand up. Whether it is the hand of God, maybe, of course, it is the hand of God. But people have been on the background working consistently, showing people direction to go and how to go about it. And God will only come and meet you at your point of need, at the point of your hard work. God cannot come and meet you when you are sleeping or when you are lazy around. God can only come and answer your prayer when you are putting it to work. So people have been consistently working for today. So the point I'm making is that the APC government, what they have created poverty, they have created frustration, they have created anger, they have created confusion, they have created, in fact, they have imposed on themselves big men in government and the lazy Nigerians everywhere that people will come and expect manna to come from them. They have created all sorts of things. And PDP, being part of APC, have not assisted, have not helped matters by making sure that APC do the needful. So both of them have contributed inputted to what is happening today. So, as in the question whether it is possible, it's no longer the question whether it is possible, but the question on how it will happen and how we will manage it. Because if it is not managed, the process will be truncated. And these people like you, Chinedu, people like a platform like Good Governance Ministry, like BVI, that will continue showing people direction to follow. If not, like several other revolutions we have in the country, we have this guy. What do you call him? 1990 that wanted to overthrow Babangida government, or Gideon Oka. Gideon Oka. Gideon Oka. Yeah, they had good intention. They planned, and they believed that they will execute their plan. But along the line, something went wrong. Maybe somebody got drugged, or somebody got power intoxicated without concluding the designed plan. It's just like a first military coup in Nigeria that was led by Nzogbu. The coup would have been successful if not one or two mistakes. So, in any revolution, in anything, there are people that will be by the side on the background, ensuring that something happens. But good enough, this time around, it's not a military coup, it's a democratic revolution. You cannot stop it. If you stop it, what happened in Tunisia, what happened in Egypt, what happened in one other country, I think one other country, where people chase away. Yes, yes. I- I- yeah. So the time has come. The time is ripe for all the criminals in government, all the selfish and wicked animal farms. Because they behave like animal farms. Napoleons. Somebody believes that he has power, he has control, that his children should be in the best universities all over the world. Why my own kids are in Nigeria? Why the universities are closed? Why they are busy borrowing trillions of naira? Why they are busy keeping our refineries down, paying their workers salaries, but they refuse to pay ASU? Somebody is telling us that ASU no work, no pay. There is madness everywhere. These guys don't know what they have bargained or what is coming. People are angry. I'm just I was just coming from my village. It's just social media. The thing has gone down to the villages, to the local places. They have gotten the message. People eye have been opened. People are now conscious of the fact that they should live like human beings, you know. So, Chinedu, what I'm saying is that, like I said before, it's not a matter of saying whether it is possible. The fire has started burning, and nobody can stop it. Peter Obi, yes. Chinedu, I want us to take note. Peter Obi is just merely the face, you know, because I've been following Peter Obi. It's not like Peter Obi is a saint or angel. I've been watching the way he's answering some questions posed to him. Like when somebody asks him about Nigeria Airways, whether he will, Peter Obi is a businessman, he's a capitalist, you know. Like me, I'm a welfareist person. So I know that I love a capitalist minded individual, because capitalism to the other end is not has advantage and disadvantage. Do you understand what I mean? So Peter Obi is Yes, yes. The point I'm trying to say is that Mr. Peter Obi is not perfect. Is not. People should not expect him to be perfect. People should not expect a set from Peter Obi. People should just understand that he has the anointing this time around. That he's on divine mission to liberate all the indigenous people in Nigeria. And P2B, I will always give it to him. He is a humble man, a man so rich, so blessed. That man is in billions of dollars even before he became the governor of Anambra State. You know, Peter Obi at the age of 40 years, as he has become a billionaire. But this is a young man. When you see him, when you have audience with him, you see in him an epitome of humility, even upon all his or everything he has. So he's just offering himself to lead, to serve a people who are desperately in need of a servant leader. And I believe P2B will offer that. He may not, like I said, and I'm repeating it again, for people who want to be praising him, you know, let nobody praising anybody, but let us just see him as somebody God has given an assignment. He has an assignment to do. So ours is to guide him and ensure that he doesn't make mistake. That is the point I'm making today. For now, I will stand by. Maybe if you have other questions, I can handle it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Chinedu. Yes, every day I see such characters. I think mostly online because offline, people I see offline, people that live in the city or in the village, I don't think I've seen anybody saying no election or ballot revolution is not possible. Before now, I used to see them. Even the Biafran fanatics, have been converted. Those ones I'm seeing on the street, they are more reasonable than the ones online. And I will tell you why. Those on the street have noted that the quest for Biafra is work in progress. That is not one off transaction. That is not something that will happen today, tomorrow, because they have seen it. They have seen the structures on ground. Like when you are in Anambra, for instance, yeah, you've noted that even those who are agitating for Biafra are hiding. They cannot boldly come out to see I am a Biafran. They were being pursued here and there like rats. Unlike 2017, when we used to move the street with the Biafran flag flying everywhere. So people on the street will have that sense, the feelings that something will happen. The United States will one day come and endorse Biafra because they don't understand the processes of achieving a new nation or a country, you know. But this time around, they've seen the hostility coming from these so-called Igbo elites or leaders or politicians. Hostility, that you dare not mention the name Biafra in public. On Oduduwa, people there have also seen the hostility. They've seen how this man was treated. This our friend, what's his name again? The guy that was arrested in Benin Republic.
Sunday Buho.
Sunday, they
Yes.
have seen how the guy was treated on the west, sorry, the north. They have seen how those people in pursuing Islamic country, Boko Haram or different other groups, how
Yeah.
they were treated, how they were killed on daily basis, arrested, and nobody has done anything, and life continues. United States, UN has not done anything, EU has not done anything, America has not done anything. Those moving with the propaganda that President Trump will come and give a new state, they have seen that Trump has gone. And those believing that Israel will send missiles and bombers, they will bomb this and bomb that. Those on street have seen that all those things were lies and mere propaganda. So that is why they now see in Peter Obi the new Messiah that they will follow. And that is why if you Chinedu is talking that political process is the best option to follow, they will listen. And note that during the Anambra election, most of them threatened us. They want to kill us. They told us that if you are promoting
Election.
politics or ballot or registration, that they will come and kill you. It got to a point that people were afraid to even put posters on their cars or vehicles. It got to a point that even my friend's house that one political party rented, the guy in fact told them not to put poster there or flag or anything for fear of
The
the
house
house
being
being
burnt.
burned,
Yes.
being burnt
Exactly.
by all these enemies of democracy or political process, because political process is an option to achieve whatever thing you want to achieve, but there are people that didn't believe in that process. So what I'm saying is that the people on street have seen that all these things were fallacies and deceit and propaganda, that it doesn't happen. But those online, remember, I'm trying to compare those on the street and online. Those online, like this guy called that goes with the name Simon Ekpa in Finland. Those guys are making hell of money. People, of course, you need to note that if you have 100 people moving, 80, 70 or 60 out of 100 have empty heads. They don't reason. And again, know that a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are suffering from depression. So this young man just goes about telling them what they want to hear. Yesterday, I saw a place where he advertised for job that Biafra will. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu was saying, that you could wake up in Nigeria, you could be sleeping in Nigeria, and the next morning you wake up in Biafra. Simon Ekpa was saying it. He was saying it yesterday, that you can sleep and wake up in Biafra. So there, right there, if you see how many people online with them, they are up to 3,500. Like now, you have how many people following you, Chinedu? But that young man had 4,000 people online with him on YouTube. So you could imagine the number of people that don't reason well. And he keeps on telling them that the Biafra will come next year. In fact, he has started advertising for jobs. That immigration, Biafra is advertising for immigration. Is advertising for this. You can see the level of madness. So I'm trying to differentiate the online and the street. The online people are making money, and the way to make money, Chinedu, if you want to make money now, you will begin now to tell your followers
start lying
what
to
they
our
want to hear.
people. In fact, there is one that came up. It's quite different from what we are talking about. The one that somebody just called me, a friend of mine just called me and told me that he is worried about some investment grant that was promised them by some group of NGOs, telling them they should play. Sometimes they paid 500,000, 100,000 to up to ₦1 million, that they will be getting grant for amount of 100 million and the rest of them. For 2 years now, money has been taken away from them from now and then, and nothing to write home about it. And they are not saying, they are not even fighting to recover their money, but they are now fighting to stop others from falling victims as they did. And this has happened for over 2 years. And I was just listening to them. I was just looking at them. These are grown up. These are men that you believe that are well informed, and yet they fall for this cheap scam because of lies. No, lies are very sweet. That is one thing about this platform. If we start lying to our people now, you can come and see followership, come and see donation. This one we are struggling. We are trying to rebuild our platform that was taken away from us, and some of them are even happy that the politicians are succeeding. They want to squeeze our operation because we are telling the hard truth and disorganizing their fraudulent enterprise. But the people will always surge towards lies. And that is why I am not disturbed. If it's only 1 person, 10 persons, 2 persons, 100 persons that believes in the truth, with that, we can be free. That is my position. And we have been on this from day one. Since the time we started this, our agitation, from the time we started the Biafran struggle, we remained on the path of truth. And up to today in NWC, I am about the only person still talking about Biafra with my head on top of my shoulders in Biafran land, without these people coming after me because I'm a Biafra. You know, they say, hey, it is because you are a Biafra. No, it is because so many people have fallen victims of misinformation, deceit, brainwash, Because they know our people desire freedom. Because they know the suffering in Nigeria is really biting hard on our people. And they can do anything to get their freedom. And people are cashing out of it. But when we tell our people this is the way to go, they will say no. The same people who are telling me that they invested money in a fraudulent grant that may never come are also listening to when we are trying to gather people to invest money for agricultural development. And you know what, TWBC? They don't even have the contacts, or they cannot even reach the very people they are putting their money to. So that is how ironic the whole thing is. So I can relate with you when you are talking about people who are being brainwashed. I understand that perfectly. That is the order of the day. But we are not relenting. That is why we ask every one of you who are watching, if you are following us every day on this program, you can help us reach more people, bring more people together. There are so many people out there that are looking for. Let this word go out to them. Tell them that we are still up and running. They shut down our platform so that this truth will not be reaching out to them. It is your responsibility to help us bring in more people here, where the truth is our watchword. If it is nothing but the truth, we don't tell you that. Even if it is not palatable to your ears and my ears, even if it seems impossible, that is the truth we will tell you, and that is what we are going to get from here. Now, we have been preaching that there will be ballot revolution in Nigeria. We have been preaching that there should be a revolution, political revolution, irrespective of whatever you are agitating for, whether as a Biafran, whether as Oduduwa, whether as Arewa, whether as even New Nigeria, the Ninas who are asking for constitutional overhauling, it all boils down on politics. It is a political process. Without politics, without the electoral process, you can't achieve nothing. Because we always call back, hey, give us our freedom. Oh. Who are you asking to give you your freedom? Politicians. You allowed to be in government. You are now asking them to give you freedom. The same politicians that are hell-bent to keep you under bondage, to keep you suffering. The same politicians. You expect them to do a constitutional overhaul. It doesn't work that way. Until the right people are empowered. And it bothers me why people, after going to church, reading their Bibles and the rest of them, and at the end of the day, they will hear that it is when the righteous that are empowered that the people will rejoice. They always read it to you in the church, but yet you don't want the right people to be empowered. Yet you allow yourself to be tools in the hands of corrupt politicians. During election, you collect 5,000. During election, you work for a corrupt politician you know very well that had been there and had done nothing for the people. And at the end of the day, you come back again to say, hey, this and that. And thank God we've been hitting it out of the church. They have woken up this time because they are part of the problem we've been facing. Thank God this revolution had come to the point that no man born of a woman can stop what God have already ordained. This is a spiritual movement because the agony, in fact, the blood of the innocent people that have drenched the soil of this country have reached the throne of grace. And it is really coming down in a different form or shape. So everyone out there should understand the time we are in. We heard these guys, in case you just join, let me just replay that video quickly into BC, so that they will see. Even the northerners, like we've been saying, they are victims, biggest victims. They can't go to their farms. They can't step out of their houses. They are being massacred on a daily basis. Poverty have erected his permanent headquarters in northern Nigeria. And today they say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Look at it. Let me bring it to you once again.
over 1,500 participants from each of the 230 ethnic nationalities drawn from 15 states in northern Nigeria gathered here to be part of the Middle Belt Save Nigeria Conference, and this time to unite the people of the Middle Belt region to speak with one voice as the 2023 elections draws closer. The national coordinator of Samba, Pamson Dagat, and other speakers here are of the opinion that the problem of the region, however, comes from within, especially the inability of the people of the region to speak with one voice.
We realize that our elders are having a kind of a cross the Niger handshake. And there is what we call the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum. And we thought that at their level, they make proclamations and declarations. But we need to operationalize these declarations. Therefore, the Samba will become the operational or the youthful arm of putting into reality what they declare as our fathers, as our leaders.
When one voice stands to speak for the Middle Belt, we will not all keep quiet and say, that is good. No. We will stand up and identify with the person.
Guest speaker of the event, Prophet Isa El-Buba, admonished the people of the region to brace up and take up their rightful place in the nation, as the long neglect of the potentials of the region has ultimately led to the underdevelopment of the country.
The Middle Belt has been the enemy of herself. And this time around, I'm glad that the Middle Belters are rising up. Ladies and gentlemen, can I announce to you that if the right leader is in place on the plateau is enough to be able to sustain Nigeria.
At the end of the conference, representatives of all the 230 ethnic nationalities from the Middle Belt region, youths and religious leaders with 50 political action groups unanimously endorsed the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, ahead of the 2023 election.
You had them. You had the coalition of northern ethnic nationalities, the ones they consider the minority of the north. Let me remind you what Ahmadu Bello said, 12th of October 1960, 12 days after the independence, that the new nation, the new country called Nigeria, will be the estate of their great-grandfather Usman Danfodio. They will use the minority of the north as willing tools and the south as a conquered territory. That is exactly what has been instituted in Nigeria, and these people have been dying under the subjugation of the oligarchies. Their land has been taken away from them, stripped away from them. Emirs imposed on them. Governors imposed on them. They don't have any voice. They are being killed. They are being mutilated. Their farmland have been completely sacked, destroyed. They can't go to farm. They can't go to farm. In fact, even if you must attempt to venture into any farmland, you must be paying tax to terrorists, to bandits. And they are yearning and crying for freedom because some corrupt politicians are in power, embezzling money, opening up the borders for every manner of criminal element to be pumping into this country. Everyone is feeling the heat. I mean, every indigenous nationality in Nigeria is feeling the heat. And that is why it became very necessary that the people must rise up and put this misery to an end. Nubis, I don't know if you're still there with me. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, Chidid, I'm still here with you.
Now,
I'm still here with you.
Now, the minorities of the north have spoken. And let us now move a little bit towards structure. We've had the corrupt politician, their narrative about structure. We've deliberated it here. Now we are seeing a different organic structure springing up across Nigeria. What do you have to say about it? Because I know you have a word on that.
Yes, what I have to say is that before now there was no structure. Whoever saying that he has a structure is just deceiving himself. What PDP and APC are calling structures are different stages of people, political slaves they have put in place in different states, local government, walls, and polling stations. These are people that are calling structures. Just the people holding on for them, waiting for them to share money, to bring in money, then the money will be used to buy voters. This is the people that are calling structures. They are contractors, government appointees, those helping government appointees to steal money or launder money, those executing projects for government. These are the people they call structures. But Chinedu, I want to ask you, how many are these people? In a state like Anambra State, if the estimated number of people staying in Anambra State are 4 million people, how many people are directly benefiting from these structures? I can tell you that they should not be more than 300,000 people. Even if you begin to look at the number of people that are coming out for previous elections, they are not more than 500,000 people. These are people coming to collect 2,000, 3,000 naira and then voting senators, House of Assembly, governors. They should be ashamed of themselves. Like the last election in Anambra State, how many people bet Soludo governor? Just 112,000 people. Even though they will give excuses that is because of insecurity. It's not true. Majority of people were not interested. Now we have the real structures in place. The real people who were not before now used to political process or were not part of political process. These people are people standing up to be counted. And the buying and selling politicians are now washing. I can tell you because I traveled to the village this one Saturday season. You know, the buying and selling politicians are now watching the trend that things are changing and are joining the change that we know they give chichi. I had any chichi at all. They are getting and are buying, they are keying into the new order. So your position, Chinedu, and my position are almost at the same thing. That the people in middle belt, the northern people, they are getting the message and are standing up. And these people before now, you know, have rejected the political class. The part of rejection of political class is collecting money from them. When you collect money from a politician, or condition for you to participate in electoral process is how much are you giving me? It is another way of rejecting them. That they have nothing to offer. The only thing they have to offer is that 5,000 they will give to you during the election period, because you know after that election it's all over. So you have to insist on collecting the money. So the message I'm passing across that people should take note that the old order has passed away, and behold, we have a new order of real structure. Let nobody be deceived that Labour Party does not have structures. Labour Party has an organic structure powered by ordinary people across Nigeria, not just southern Nigeria, because some people will say that P2B, where he has strength, is southern Nigeria. That northern Nigeria, he has nothing. I want to tell those people to have a rethink that across Nigeria, all over Nigeria, people are suffering. I've traveled to the northern part of Nigeria. I've traveled to the south. I've traveled to the west. Oh, my brother, people are seriously suffering and are in bondage. They are waiting for a liberator who will liberate them. And that is what will happen in 2023. And let nobody deceive anybody that INEC will play a fast game. INEC is part of the society. INEC officers or officials are not from moon.
Exactly.
They are not from America. They are my neighbors here. They are staying even in the same environment some of us are staying. We know what they are saying. They are going to the same market we go. They send their children to private schools. They know how much school fees is present here. Their children are graduating from universities without jobs. So they are part of the system. Even those working in the computer rooms, they are part of the system. Even if somebody will tell me that APC has hired people to be in sensitive places in INEC offices, but let me tell those of us that are listening to this message that it is not easy to buy everybody. Nigeria is too large. It is not easy to buy people when you are unpopular. It's only when Nadem, all of them are the same thing, that you can easily manipulate the system. This time around, it will not be possible at all. Anybody that tries to play a foul game is playing fire, and fire will consume such person. That is the message I'm passing to those who are listening to this message tonight. This 2023 election, and we are here monitoring it, because it's either Nigeria survive or Nigeria collapse. Whichever way, in this people of Nigeria, the people, the Biafra people, the Arewa people, we are all ready for the worst. Note that some groups, or some part of Nigeria have already gone to court, asking court to grant them self-determination or to mandate National Assembly or executive arm of government to organize referendum for certain part of Nigeria that wants to go, so that they will go. So the case is already in process. It's coming up on October, and it's already known that Biafran franchise, whether you like it or not, is gaining momentum every day. Whether they are doing it right way or whether the wrong way, or whether those people who are making money through internet, like Simon, by promising people to write application letter that Biafra is coming next year, all those things are possibilities. The guy is playing smart one, knowing that Nigeria is pregnant, that if the political class fails to do the right thing, the country will catch fire.
Yeah.
So
And that's
is
the real permutation. I can tell you that. In fact, that is cashing in on what we are doing to exploit people indirectly. Because we know that as we are pushing this political revolution, the ballot revolution, Nigeria do not have any other option than to conduct free and fair election and allow the voice and the vote of the Nigerian people to stand. Anything to alter it is just igniting a kind of problem that will consume this country ultimately. And perhaps that's what the young man is using as a camouflage to, carry out his enterprise. But that is for those who are so carried away by frivolities and lies. So we are just here to inform you before it happens. But it would be nice if the people who are coming on this platform join our effort and help us push this message across and disappoint the enterprise and mischief of corrupt politicians that got our old channel down. Some people are asking, how did it happen? Yes. Some videos were reported, and some of these things are automated. When too many videos are being reported at the same time, it might trigger, in fact, it triggered 3 strikes on that old channel, and that brought the channel down automatically. And they sit down somewhere believing that they have succeeded in shutting down one of the greatest voices that is giving them nightmare, that is exposing the truth to the Nigerian people. But we can disappoint them together by you sharing this video, informing everyone on your WhatsApp, anyone that believes in the truth, anyone that believes in the freedom of the oppressed Nigerians, to join in this community, BVI Channel 1 Plus. We added plus to it to show you our added commitment to ensure the freedom of oppressed people in Nigeria, to give the people a voice, to ensure justice, equity, and fairness. If you believe in our message, share it. If you are following us on Facebook, tell people to support what we do, subscribe on our YouTube channel, follow us on what we do, share the contents, let more people get to know, because we may not have an opportunity like this again if we miss this. And on this, I'll be wrapping it up, thanking those of you who have followed us this far on this program. Again, on political review, and subsequently, within the week, we still run our Matters Arising, where we'll be bringing up, as it is happening in Anambra State, following up on Chalenwa Mbafo. You know the role we played in giving him a voice that ensured that he is today the governor of Anambra State. But as part of our commitment, we don't just go back and sleep. We put him on his toes to do the right thing, to deliver on the promises he made and the mandate the people have given to him. So that's why it is important for you to support what we do here, follow what we do here, share it. It is important. It is making serious impact. It is making serious impact. And I want to thank in a special way Ndubisi and Enugu, who has been with me via the WhatsApp line. Don't forget, you can also join us through the WhatsApp link by calling. We'll add you in the conversation. We'll have a deliberation with you. If there is anything that is happening around your area, in your community, your school, your workplace, wherever you reside, that is not good, report it, record it, send it to BVI Channel 1. Send it to this number. It's a WhatsApp number. We are going to broadcast it. We are going to expose it. We are here for the public good. We are here for the development of our homeland. We are here for public interest. We are advocates for good governance. Good governance is not limited to just one ethnicity or one religion. Good governance is for all. It transcends all boundaries. And that is why you have to make this place your home, your platform, where your voice can be heard. And political review will be reviewing so many things that actually will help us ensure that the people are properly informed politically, because political awareness is extremely very important. I am Asuchiro Peters. I'm signing out, and I hope you will join me back again tomorrow as we continue in this expose, as we continue deliberating on the political issues that affect our lives. It is very important every one of us becomes part of this and be part of what we are doing, and join us on the next political review. Please always stay tuned, stay connected, subscribe, like, share, drop your comment, join the conversation on our WhatsApp platform, be part of what we are doing. Stay safe at all time. God bless you and remain blessed. Bye-bye for now.
Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up.